Today in exploration and really some home style family Middle Eastern cooking and a menu that just smacks. This is Geffen Glatt in Hewlett.
In the 5 towns.
Hewlett is in the 5 towns apparently. Hewlett, New York. Geffen Glatt. Hi, I'm CW. This is my trusty sidekick Judd, and we travel the country and talk about keeping kosher in America. And today we're going to talk about some sort of comfort home style cooking. Now, I spent some time in Israel. When I spent some time in Israel, some of that comfort home style cooking I'm looking for came in the form of this. And this is a chicken tender, or as I like to call them, Schnitzelonims in my Midwest accent. Sure, this is just straight up just a chicken tender, but like comfort food to the max. And you have all the sauces here. Yeah, it's a perfectly cooked chicken tender, like hot, ready to go. But it's kind of the idea what this place is. This place is comfort food and really kind of like really at ease about itself. This is Fatoot. And while Fatoot is definitely a fun word to say, like Judd's you're my Fatoot. It's kind of like a matzah bride made out of malach. It's kind of like an eggy dish, but it's got all the tapinas, all the spices, all the pickles. But it's that idea that it's kind of like shawarma-y and saucy, and then starchy is from that malawach. Malawach can secretly be a little sweet, and I think when the yellow, which is that flavor of the chayich, hits that malawach, it makes a lot of sense. This is Yemenite noise in a wonderful kind of carb-heavy, like homey kind of dish. This is everything together in a bowl, like munch outhouse. What I'm holding in my hand is a mast and a heft of a sandwich, a kind of fill your face, dirty face kind of sandwich. And it is called a Laffa Boat, where they take a nice like rustic bread and they toast it in that beautiful taboon, and then they split down the middle and they put all those great kind of Israeli sandwich fixings, you know, onions and petersilia and tahina and pickles. Everything about that is such like a great, happy kind of fill your face sandwich. But undeniably, like the flavors of the region, we are Middle Eastern-y here. It's that great kind of accompaniment. My favorite thing on kind of an Israeli night out is a schnitzel in a laffa. So to come here and get a beautiful, like soft laffa, and just to have that beautifully fried schnitzel just perfectly done with all the accoutrement. This is kind of like they just do it right, they do it well, you walk in and it smacks. The schnitzel is just the fried chicken's on point. It's just moist and juicy and crispy and like correctly, like just seasoned delicious. The cabbage is really a great kind of louder kind of cabbage. It tastes purplier in nature. Then you just get spicy, and the spicy kites right through, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take another bite, because that's a great kind of like, In the whole realm of Middle Eastern cooking, there's something called the Lahmajoun. And the Lahmajoun is a flatbread where you put like a minced meat or a minced lamb on it. And what they've done here is they've done something called a Laffajoun, which makes so much sense and really why we're here today, why we think this menu smacks. You take a laffa, you spread the lamb mince across, you bake it off, and then you put all the other laffa fixing in there. And they do everything right. You got the spicy, you got the tahina. They even throw in a little kind of like chimichurri. And it creates this wonderful kind of like multi-layered, almost kebab-like sandwich complexity, because it's laffa beef and then everything else in laffa beef. It is so fantastically delicious and just really, really a wonderful kind of execution that doesn't exist anywhere else. Mujadara. And it is that wonderful complexity when you introduce rice and lentils and fried onions together. So if you're looking at a menu that smacks and they have something called the Mujadara bowl, you know that that's their version of a rice bowl. Judd, there's wonderful veggies all over this. You eat lentils, right? Would you like to try some of this vegetables? Sure. You got a little piece of chicken in there. There you go. There you go. He's doing his part. Chicken and rice is indigenous to, I think, every region in the world that eats chicken and has rice. That's a classic dish. And what we have here is just kind of like that fast casual killer version of like a chicken and rice. Everything is flavored so like fantastically well, and it's fully comfortable. Like I am enjoying comfort. I'm in Hewlett, New York, a place that just smacks. The buffet is where they just decide what am I feeling like making today and what am I feeling like sharing. And that's kind of what the space is supposed to, you know, evoke. right? We hit the buffet platter. This is chicken on the bone cooked like your, Middle Eastern grandma would do. There's some sort of chicken cashew, which, somewhere different part of the world. Then we have a stuffed artichoke cooked in a pea. And this is to me, the reason you come. Because every day there's gonna be something different. Artichokes are one of my most favorite vegetables. They have like a kind of unique texture and flavor. And to get a stuffed artichoke with this stuffed beef cooked in like this slides yellow. This is a house of comfort food, fast casual in operation, and really snazzy with everything done here. They know what they're doing. What they are doing is just great, fun, casual food, very easily accessible, super, super homey. That's why we came to Geffen Glatt, New York, somewhere in the Five Towns. Hypno-Judd says, like and subscribe. Oh,